March is the month when sun starts showing his true colors. Many festivals are celebrated and many issues make the headlines. In this video, we'll take a look at all the events that created some noise this month. Let's begin with some international news and something big. That reminds me of Russia. Vladimir Putin won a historic fourth term as the president of the nation. Now he's ruled Russia for almost 2 decades and gets another 6 years to play his role. My guess by now is that he might have by-hearted the whole presidential oath that he doesn't need any teleprompters. To challenge Putin, Russia's neighbor, China's President Xi Jinping, removed the 2-term limit for president's post in China, thus entering the competition with Putin. March turned out to be promising when North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un met senior officials of South Korea and expressed his willingness to ease up military tensions and advance friendship and cooperational ties. But India's neighbor Sri Lanka was not at peace, as a 10-day emergency was declared to control the law and order situation following the outbreak of violence against the minority community in its central district Kandy. Meanwhile, Aung San Suu Kyi was stripped of Human Rights Award for the Rohingya ethnic crisis country, of which she refused to cooperate with the UN investigators and called them terrorists and did a crackdown on journalists trying to cover the issue. What next? Will she be stripped of her Nobel Prize also? God knows. Elsewhere in Saudi Arabia, women empowerment is taking its real meaning. The Saudi government allowed women to join the military forces and join as soldiers. All this is done by the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman as a part to realize the Vision 2030 program. Women there now are allowed to set up their own business, drive cars, and many such employment opportunities are given to them. Elsewhere, a small Pacific nation, Marshall Islands, made news by becoming the first country to have its own virtual currency. It will be called as SOV, that is, Sovereign Digital Currency. Meanwhile, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and French President Emmanuel Macron signed 14 MOUs during the latest visit to India, which calls for cooperation in nuclear energy, defense production, marine security, space and education. But all this isn't making India happier. The World Happiness Index 2018 ranked India at 133rd position out of 156 countries. Finland was ranked first. But what's striking about this research is that Pakistan ranked 75. Is Pakistan more happy with guns and bombs? Or wait, is this research truthful? God only knows. Buckle up friends, we need to be more happy and smiling, isn't it? Talking about smile reminds me of the sullen face of Mark Zuckerberg. His company lost $100 billion. Do you even know how much does that mean in Indian currency? Almost 7 lakh crore rupees. And if we count the number of zeros behind 7, it's 12. My God. Cambridge Analytica had illegally used Facebook's data to influence voters during the presidential elections, and Christopher Wylie came forward and revealed all this to the whole world. So next time you are uploading a pic about what you like or where you went, be careful. The world lost another great scientist this month. Stephen Hawking had the brain to explore multi-universes sitting on his wheelchair. His masterpieces like A Brief History of Time explain and unravel mysteries that many had failed to decipher. The Indian diaspora was not different from the world outside. Many other events took place here too, and as a student, my empathy first goes to the CBSE students. When they were planning to enjoy their vacations, it was announced that the CBSE Maths paper of class 10th and Economics paper of class 12th were leaked. Poor chaps. First of all, the paper given to CBSE students is difficult compared to the state levels, and above all this, they have to give repetitive exams. Let's see how the government tackles this issue. While Indian officials are unable to catch Vijay Mallya, he's enjoying and even marrying girls half his age. Little wonder why he's called King of Good Times, but a better title would be Creator of Good Times. While Yogi Adityanath celebrated 1 year of his government this month, the Indian team celebrated their victory by clinching Nidhi Haas Trophy. Dinesh Karthik, who performs once in a blue moon, finished the game in style by hitting a 6 of the last ball in a nail-biting match. I think we need to check if it was a blue moon that day, or Dinesh Karthik wouldn't have played. Election dates for the Karnataka polls have been announced. It's the only prominent state where Congress is in power, and now if they lose this state also, then I'm sure Congress will become an orphan in its own house. But the CM SIDDARAMAYYA has been playing several cards to woo voters. Firstly, he created a state flag for Karnataka, the first state after Jammu and Kashmir to do so. And now he has given a minority status for the Lingayats, who make up 20% of the Karnataka's population. But BJP kept performing under the Shah-Modi combination, where it swept Nagaland and Tripura and a split verdict in Meghalaya. Conrad Sangam of NPP became the CM of Meghalaya, TR Zeliang the CM of Nagaland, and Bipul Kumar Dev as the CM of Tripura. But Amit Shah did a slight mistake by calling Karnataka BJP CM Yediyurappa's government as the most corrupt government.
कि भ्रष्टाचार के लिए अगर स्पर्धा कर ली जाए तो येदियुरप्पा सरकार को भ्रष्टाचार में नंबर 1 सरकार का अवार्ड देना,
which Congress took as a brownie point for their campaign. BJP also bagged 9 out of 10 seats in the Rajya Sabha polls for Uttar Pradesh. But TDP head N. Chandrababu Naidu withdrew his support from the NDA government. External Affairs Minister had a tough time as she confirmed the death of 39 workers who had been missing since 4 years in Iraq during the ISIS war. They were believed to be killed, but there wasn't any real evidence. So recent DNA samples from few dead bodies confirmed that they were dead. Apparently this was the first issue that she undertook after becoming the External Affairs Minister. LALU Prasad has again been sent to jail for the 4th time for his involvement in the fodder scam. Such is the level of few Indian politicians that they don't even allow the animals to have their food peacefully. Farmers in Maharashtra carried out huge strikes and protests demanding loan waiver, which Devendra Fadnavis accepted. Then Supreme Court has also allowed euthanasia to be given to people who want to die instead of suffering from the medical ailments. So now, right to a peaceful death is also part of right to life. Last week, in what became a disappointment for both citizens and Indian Armed Forces, ISRO lost contact with the GS-86A, India's most powerful communication satellite, in less than 48 hours after it was launched. But the ISRO chief, Dr. K. Sivan, is hopeful about re-establishing connection with the satellite and getting it back on track. Let's hope for the best. The cricketing world saw a huge breakdown of leadership, ethics and values when Cameroon Bancroft was caught using sandpaper on the ball during Australia's 3rd test loss in Cape Town. But later revelations brought out that many other senior players too were involved. Steve Smith and David Warner too were involved in this issue. Their fates will be decided on April 11 when Cricket Australia gives the judgment. On a better note, Oscar award ceremony too were held this month. Hosted by comedian Jimmy Kimmel, Shape of Water won the Best Picture award and Gary Oldman won the Best Actor for performing in the darkest hour. Meanwhile, at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, President Ramnath Kovind distributed Padma awards to 43 recipients in a grand ceremony. So that was March with all the good, bad, sweet, sour, bitter and best. But hope you enjoyed the show. Anything missing? Then add it in the comment section. We need your love and support. So like, share and subscribe to your guru for more such wonderful and knowledgeable videos. That's it. See you guys in May. Thank you one and all.